Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Apologies, got stinking cold, feel like crap. Still went to work, still battered work. Broke the back of another job. And when you're winning, it's all about winning. That's what life's about. Small little wins, but wins nonetheless. So yeah, from Anarchy Brew Company. Don't think I've ever had one of their beers before. Got it from Low Cost Beer. It's called Graphic Noise DIPA. 7.9% volume. I will read what it says on the back. Get the old magnifying glass out. Hops, malt, yeast, water, Simcoe, Mosaic, and Azaka. From Newcastle, rightio. And yeah, just in date as well. And yeah, 7.9%. So it doesn't really say anything else. Put that there. So just done a live, so please go back and check that out if you haven't already. It's all about the beer on this channel. Beer, banter, chatting, mental health, try and be friendly, try not to get on the topics of what's in the news at the moment, because I don't think that's good for any of us, to be honest. Need a bit of a salutation from that sort of thing. I do as well, personally. So here we go. So I'm using my Bang the Elephant glass. Not had no new beers from the last 2 or 3 months from them. And I don't know when I will, actually, because it seems to be very, very quiet. Putting stuff in casks, so they're making the money, but not putting stuff in cans. So beautiful orange port, and the glass. I mean, this is why I bought this glass, because it is an amazing looking glass. Look at that for a beer. Wonder if it'll take a photo of that particular moment. It takes random photos, thumbnails, should we call them. So yeah, orange looking pour, just over 1 centimetre of fluffy white head. Oh, big tropical aroma on this. Now, bearing in mind, this is coming to the end of its craft beer life. However, still smells great, still looks great. Don't always take. Yes, I know what they say with craft beers. Fresh is best. Yep, that's okay. But not everyone can get fresh. Sometimes people have to wait. Sometimes people have to wait till they go on bargain to get them. But they're still looking good, still smelling good. Let's see how they taste. Proper juice fest of a beer, as you probably expect, looking at the colour. I mean, the colour looks amazing. There's one thing you can say about craft beers, is that, I mean, I went into Nottingham city centre the other week. Went to Navigation Brewery, went to Beerheads at the train station, Castle Rock. Then we went to Bat and Fiddle, that was. Then we went to the Barley Twist, and in the Barley Twist, picked 4 beers off, and their bloody colours were amazing. And if there's something about a craft beer that you can say, is that the beers look good. Even look at that. Doesn't that look stunning for a beer? It looks like an orange juice. Don't taste like an orange juice. Tastes nice. Oh. Certainly melon. Peachy melon on at the front. Thought I got some pineapple there. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It's not always easy to get every flavour. It's why sometimes I just say it's tropical, because it's damn sight easier than trying to pick out every single bloody flavour. And the grand scheme of things, and most of us won't pick out every flavour anyway. So why bother? Dog's outside. So yeah, first from Anarchy Brew Company, based in Newcastle. I'm not sure if I've had any of theirs before. I'd have to search all my reviews. Obviously, I've close to 3,000 reviews, so I've drank a bit of beer. Like other beer reviewers, we all review in our own way, and you couldn't say any single beer reviewer is the best because of a certain reason, you know. The difference is what makes us all very different. Personalities are key in this world, you know. And one of these days we'll have a big meet up, and that'll be a laugh. Yeah, Nottingham next July. 14th. Put it in your books. But yeah, a meet up of the beer community, and you know, my vows. Yeah, little mini beer fest. Oh yeah, could you imagine? But yeah, good beer nonetheless. Okay, Anarchy Brew Company. Oh yeah. So yeah, loving the colour. I know it's banging. I put the subvert the stereotype. That's better. So those from Anarchy Brewing Company. I haven't got your glass, so you know you have to use this, any glass really, don't you, at times? But that looks amazing in that glass, does it not? Like I say, lovely aroma. Can you imagine when this was fresh? How strong and the aromas were, and the taste. If it tastes this good now, that's good brewing. And okay now, and try not to sneeze. Oh, I've got a stinking cold, proper man flu. Although I've been to work and not sit on the settee, don't get paid anyway, so I get statutory sick pay, which is not worth it. Uh, um, oh, not worth it. Is a better word. Um, and I don't like to lose. I like to beat colds and bugs and stuff. You know, I don't like to be held back. Today, even though I was rough, struggling, still managed to win. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'll feel better in the morning. I'm going to go to bed early again tonight and try and win again. Yeah, win tomorrow. This is the week where I break the back of both projects, both the big projects at work. And then it's down to making it all beautiful and just making it and keeping on top of it again. The easy work, really. And growing lots of plants and vegetables, fruit, and you know, trying my best. And that, to me, is the king. God knows what I'm going to do next winter. I have to think of another project. There is that thing when you know when you defeat things and then you're looking at other projects and it's like, what do I do next? But in gardening, there's always room for improvement. There's always a way to tick the boxes and plus it. Walt Disney said this with his theme parks, and it's inspirational to me because the Disney theme parks are the best in the world, and you know, don't agree with the prices, but by plussing it, by making sure that it's never ending upgrade of what's there, and that is my ethos in my gardening. I'm never endingly trying to get better, trying to do better, trying to make the garden as easy as possible for me, whilst bloody hell, struggling tonight. Whilst whilst making it as you know as great as it can be, because my name's on it. And you know, if your name's on something and you've got a reputation, I've got a reputation. You know, I've been a gardener since I was 10 years old, and at 16 I went into to be a professional gardener. So I'm 51 now. No, 50. Not 51 till bloody June. Jesus Christ. This is me off saying 50. So I've been a gardener for 34 years, even professionally, albeit 5 years off when I worked in retail. on the beers, wines and spirits department, which learnt me a lot, you know, and got me more into beers than I could ever imagine. You know, it's an amazing. If you ever get the chance to work on a beers, wines and spirits department in a supermarket, and you're the king of that department, I went from 3 different shops, and I was king of each shop, the king of the world. Yeah, felt like it, and I really enjoyed that time. You know, learning the ropes. Every time a new beer or wine came out, trying to get hold of them, trying to drink them. Not easy when 50 come out all at once. It's like, fucking hell, 50 new wines. How the hell am I supposed to get 50 new wines? Can't afford it for one. And you know, they ought to. Supermarkets with their staff, especially staff that have been there a long time, that aren't going to leave at a drop of a hat. They ought to have mini bottles of wine so they can sample the wine, so they can promote it. If I was in a supermarket and Anarchy Brew Co was their beer was in a supermarket, I'd want to have tried their beer. So when people come up to me, what's that beer like? And I'll say, well, it's a lovely orange pour, vibrant orange pour, white head, tropical notes on the aroma. Tell them about the hops, a Zaka and that in the hops. I say it's lovely, tasty. You won't feel the 7.9%, and go from there. And you know, the more you know, the more you sell. And in supermarkets, the more you're king of your area. And this is the thing with the people that worked on the booze department with me, we were all very excited when new beers and ciders, lagers, and even wines come out. Not so much spirits because they're expensive. But we were certainly excited. It's like, oh, Desperados is here. And, you know, there's this thing where, and especially when beers come to us that we didn't stock, and it's like, oh, gold, Fuller's Golden Pride at 50 pence. And it's like, ka-ching, 50 pence. Really. I always remember I was in the back one night and there was this wine coming and it's not one we said. And I said to them, the team leader at the time, Steve, I think his name was, and I says, what do you want me to do with this? It's not nothing we stocked. And he says, oh, put it out at 2 or 3 quid a bottle. And I says, right, yeah. So I did, right, 3 quid a bottle. And I Googled it straight away, obviously, because I'm not fucking daft, obviously. And it was a £30 bottle of wine for 3 quid. Fine wine. It didn't taste that great, to be fair, but I had 2 bottles. My mate had 2 bottles. Job's a good one. And, you know, do as you so, don't you? They were the golden days. The golden days of being in retail. How I loved those days. I loved the buzz around Christmas. And everyone come in, and I love talking to people. You know, somebody with anxiety, apart from when they tried to drag me on the tills, because I'm not that much of a public person. Shop floor, yes. Tills, no. And you know, on the shop floor, dealing with customers, you get customers, and you know, I had good banter with all of them, and it did me well. You know, those 5 years in retail were great. They, I got good friends, lifelong friends, and yeah, did me amazingly well. And it's amazing, you know, in every job you're in, there's a progression, and I've got some good friends, acquaintances. And, you know, a lot of them from my old days working for Nottingham City Council, I don't really know any of them now. But certainly the last 10 years and my progression into the beer reviewing and some great people. And when I renew my vows next year, looking forward to seeing people. I will invite them. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. I'll invite more than what we need. And if some don't come, some don't come. You know, it is what it is in the end of the day. I will make my wedding renewing our vows, both a day for my wife because she deserves a great day. We didn't get the wedding day she more than me planned. We were married we went on the Arboretum for photographs, which was brilliant for me. It was my lifelong job at the time, at least. Um, and now I'm in another job, which is amazing. I'm doing great work. I know I'm doing great work. Don't always hear it, but you know, it is what it is sometimes. You know, people don't not respect. They're quieter than what they should be when you're doing amazing work. But in any case, um, oh, bloody hitting there, and this isn't. Can't drink any more after this. Oof. So, enjoying this. Got a bit of sediment in there just then. So, a bit more orangey there. Still smelling amazing, still tasting amazing. Just goes to show you that dates aren't always as important as people, try and tell you. Tropical. Definitely getting the ABV on this. It's not a juice fest. No. It's a tropical DIPA graphic noise. There you go. That's certainly its own. I'm feeling it as well. So, um, and I can hear it in my voice as well. That's the bad part. Bollocking coming up. But yeah, decent beer. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.3 out of 5. Would I drink it again? Yes. Love to drink it on keg and fresh as well. That'd be interesting. Got to run. Got to do some cooking. Cheers all. See you soon.